3, 2, 1, go. Go. Go, web, go.
It's broken.
Dude, why does this keep happening?
I was playing with it earlier and it was doing just fine.
Maybe because you were
Already
playing
issues
with it.
today.
That's why.
That turned. It's still like fuzzy.
It's
Yeah.
dark. Light. Okay, that.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hello.
That's normal.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off.
Hello.
Hello
Hi.
there,
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
We are back. This is the second part of Kalevala Maddi, our special guest.
You look so
Hello.
tiny with all of us. Wow, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy to be here.
This is our other biggest fan.
Yep.
How does it feel to sit on the set?
I was just telling Alex that it's crazy that we get to be here because like we've watched Rexon around and everything, and then you guys, and it was like, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of weird for us to be.
Yeah, it's very weird for us.
Can you also tell everybody how small the set is compared to what you see on like your screen?
Yeah, it's literally a room.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a closet.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Just
See,
looks
like-
big.
See, like they've always said that it's literally like basically closet space, and it's like, okay, I get it now. I
Yeah.
understand the spatialness
Yeah.
of
Just
it.
looks big, but
Yeah. Doesn't help with all the cords and everything that make it hard to
Yeah.
walk around.
yeah, it's kind
If
of a
only you could
disaster.
see what the floor looks like off camera.
But we're not
Right?
going to show
We're
But
never
we're
gonna
not
show
going to
that.
show you.
Nope.
The truth comes out.
So this is Maddi.
Hello,
AKA Mandalorian.
Maddie Lorian.
Maddie
Mandalorian?
Yeah.
That name we
It's-
can say.
Look at that.
Maddi Lorian.
I like
And
that
it's-
name so much more.
It's spelled
Yeah.
Maddie, so Maddi.
hmm
No E, no Y. Okay. That's
Sorry.
it.
Get it right.
I made that decision when I was in middle school, and I'm so glad I did. But everybody still misspells it, and I'm like, okay, well. it's
I like
fine.
I like that spelling. I think it's like the cooler spelling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought, and I still agree with middle school me, so yay for that
Yep.
decision.
I think eyes are always
Shout
the
out to
best
you.
choice.
Yeah.
Because everyone spells my name with an O in it, but mine with an
Weston?
I. Yeah. I'm always like,
West,
what the heck?
West,
West on.
ton,
Yeah.
ton.
That's how most of them are spelled. They're all wrong.
His
So,
name is
okay.
there Westin. Where do you get the West on from?
I know.
Yeah.
When I go to Starbucks and they write like West 10, West 10, I'm like, what are you?
What are you-
West 10
It
T
doesn't
E
Where are you
N.
going?
have to be that complicated.
I know. It's a tin. West 10.
Okay, so I have a question because we're talking about pronunciations. How do you say Focaton?
Bo-Katan?
Bakadan.
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan.
I like to say Bo-Katan because
Ton.
that sounds more
Bo-Katan.
Star Warsy to me than Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
So when people say Bo-Katan, I'm like, that's such a jarring way
pretty-
to say it.
Bo Capale.
What?
What?
Just not tan.
Okay.
And thanks for joining us
Thanks
this
for
episode of
joining us,
Project
you
Best
Oh
guys.
Guy.
my goodness.
Oh god.
We're not going to make it
Bo-Capale.
past 11 episodes. Bo-Katan. Bo-Capale.
Oh my god, that one went right over my head. Oh my goodness.
Katie Sackhoff, I'm so sorry.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too good. I would catch it.
A Marvel quote
Yep.
from Weston.
I know.
From West Ton.
From
Shut
West
up.
On.
You just no,
Ton.
no, we're done.
That's a personal progress for Weston. He made a Marvel reference.
Yeah.
We're rubbing off on him.
Nice.
But we're not here to talk about Marvel.
No.
We're here about talking about
The
Maddi.
other
The
half
Mandalorian.
of Kalevala.
The other half.
So what's up?
The better half.
What did you want to talk about here?
Oh.
wait.
Anyways, I always knew I was the
There he goes.
favorite.
He's good.
Walking
You
out.
dropped your hat.
You dropped my hat.
That was
I
personal.
did throw my hat.
It's doing its best.
So I also wrote questions down for you.
And he also drew your little picture.
I did draw your little
Aw.
helmet.
That's cute.
So yeah, I did a better job on yours than Alex's.
See?
I forgot his
Yep.
details.
Oops.
I drew it with just by memory. So You are a Mandalorian. So what got you into, building Mandalorian?
Well, initially, I started. It kind of goes. I mean, initially it was because of Alex, but I've always wanted a Mandalorian costume.
Mm-hmm.
Because before that, I was only doing. My first costume was Jyn Erso, and that got me back into cosplay. That was back in
nice.
2017.
Nice.
So that was
It's
a
nice
while ago.
costume.
Thank you. It was so I guess I'm gonna go back to 2017.
Oh man, pre-pandemic.
A while ago.
There's a
It's
life
been
before that?
84 years.
It feels like it. But no, I remember I was watching Star Wars Celebration Orlando. I believe, yeah, it was in 2017, and they were announcing like the Anovos costumes with like the Jyn Erso and stuff like that because the movie had just come out a few months ago.
Mhm.
And I looked at it and I was like, I can build that. I was like, I can do
Yeah.
that. So I did, and I ended up finding a lot of really cool people in the Star Wars community,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really thankful for them. They're all awesome. And then from there, I kind of just kept cosplaying, and my next costume was Scavenger Ray because The Force
yeah.
Awakens.
I forgot that you had that
Babe,
costume.
I know, because I hardly wear her.
I
It's kind of hot to wear her, even though like
Yeah.
it's built for the desert. It's still pretty warm. Like
More
with
than
the-
your Mando?
I feel like it's about the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because like when I'm wearing my Mando costume, like the flight suit, I still stay fairly cool
mm-hmm.
Oh,
in
wow.
it. So it's
Good for
not
you.
that big of a deal.
Jealous.
But yeah, so I built Scavenger Ray because when I watched The Force Awakens for the first time, I was just like so taken by the costume design.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's so beautiful, it's well done, and I was like, I need to have that costume. And so after I got comfortable making Jyn Erso, I was like, I think that's gonna be my next big
So
big project.
did you sew those costumes yourself?
I didn't because I didn't really know how to sew. I could
Oh,
only
okay.
do like really tiny little things. But so I had the soft parts commissioned for both costumes, and the most that I did for my Scavenger Ray was the leather backpack, which I hand stitched.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
And that was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was really nice though, because I had taken a bookmaking class, so I kind of got a lot of the techniques and how to do that through that, and so I was able to get it done, and I got it done in like maybe, if I wouldn't have stopped, it would have been like a week straight
Wow.
of just sewing it. But my hands were like destroyed
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
for like 2 months, and I was
Yeah.
like, did I just give myself early onset arthritis?
Oh, dang.
Oh, no.
This
That's
really
how I feel
hurts.
after I finish with a banana.
Oh my god.
A lot of work cracking their necks.
But and I did, so that really helped me get into doing like leather work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I mean the pandemic hit because I got that done in 2019. So
Yeah.
and then I met Alex, and I had actually wanted to make a Mando costume like a while, but I was like, I'm so spent on Rey because she was so expensive that I was like, I'm not gonna be cosplaying for a while. It's just gonna hold me over for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like a lot of me just like saving money and putting it away for Scavenger Ray, and I got her done just the way I wanted her, so I'm not touching her anymore. Bye. But yeah, so when I met Alex, then he was like, "Oh yeah, I can help you," and I was like, "Cool," because everything is very overwhelming.
Yeah.
And then I started making pouches because he wanted one. And I was like, I've sewn pouches before.
Wait,
That's
so
what
did
we-
he just say like, I want to like have these boba style pouches on my kit, and you were like, I can make those?
Yeah,
I can
'Cause-
fix that.
because he
I can fix
had
that.
he had like a little makeshift, like a tiny little sleeve or something that he had made for his
Mhm.
speaker. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh no, oh honey, no, that's not.
Oh,
We're not
Alex.
doing
Oh no,
that.
baby, what is you doing?
Oh, sweaty. So then I was like, yeah. So I found a pouch pattern, and I was like, yeah, I can do this because I had practiced making little pouches,
Mm-hmm.
just like regular zipper pouches. Thanks YouTube. Um, so I was like, I can sew that. That's not gonna be a big deal. So that's how it kind of started.
Wow.
Yeah.
You like answered a bunch of my questions already. But I
So
have
about
more.
bananas.
Not talking about bananas anymore.
Do you peel your blueberries
No,
or your grapes?
Good.
I don't know.
You are a
Do
sane
you peel your
person.
bananas?
Yeah, I'll have Alex do that for me.
It's more
You don't want to murder the banana.
humane
No.
that
No,
way.
No, he can do that.
PETA for bananas isn't come for us.
What are you doing with these bananas? Just Westin in the back. Just...
True crime podcast is to be just about like a banana episode, and it's just like a whole episode on Westin and like massacring bananas.
Banana massacre.
I'm gonna bring a banana on one day. I'm just kidding.
I never want to eat a banana again.
Oh my god.
Banana sounds super
Because
good.
it
right
has
now.
that very satisfying crack if you
Yeah.
like get the stem. Anyway. So you are also a blueberry Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
What inspirations went into your kit?
Well, I really like the color blue.
I mean, that's
the
that's
short
good enough.
answer. But I think because I had only ever made canon characters,
Oh,
Jyn
right. So you're
Erso and my Rey, and then I have a Connix costume, but that one also works as a generic.
Mhm.
So, but you still can't really customize. The only thing I could customize was like my hair. But making a Mando was just like you have to design something, and so it was really nerve-wracking for me because I was like, I want it to look cool. How do I do that?
So you went in different than Alex, because Alex just kind of started with the custom Mandalorian, and I mean that's what you continue with, and you haven't quite hit the canon character yet, but you started canon
Yeah.
and then went to custom. Oh,
Well, and like canon, the thing is like everything's laid out for you.
Mhm.
All you have to do is look for reference and make sure it matches that.
Yeah.
So that's all on you. You have to be really detail oriented for that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And for something that's an OC, a custom, that's all you. Where
People
you have
also
to make
pick out
those
your canon
decisions.
characters more
Yeah.
because everyone has
I will
what they
say-
think is the right way.
Yeah, I will say it is nice though having like you said, a canon character. Like
Mhm.
that's what you need to make. Like making my Mando. Like I still am making upgrades because I'm like, that doesn't
Yeah.
look too good. Like this whole like belt area just seems too bare. So I need to get some more stuff. But it is nice being like, nope, that's all I need.
Mhm.
Like that's the canon character. Right
You
there.
learn a little
Yeah.
bit from like making that, and you can incorporate that into your
Yeah.
costumes. Like after I did Boba Fett, I was like, oh, now I know how to do this, and could start
Yeah.
doing that with
Yeah.
my Mando.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But which is funny because it's like a canon character, you just look up your reference.
Mhm.
And I watched a lot of The Force Awakens.
Yep.
Just to like get those little tiny details where it's like maybe like the average person wouldn't notice those,
Yeah.
but to me it's important because I want to be true to the character and the designer and the people who made the costume. Like I
Mhm.
want to honor that. So I was like, and I'm really detail oriented, so I'm kind of like it has to be there for my sake too.
Yep.
But for a Mando costume, I was like, okay, well, where do I start? And so I kind of just looked at how other people did it. You have to look at different armor styles, what you would like, the style of it, like just the generic style of it. And so I was like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
And I think the most daunting part was the helmet because that's your face.
This is my face.
Yeah. That's what people see.
Alex and I's faces for years.
Yeah.
I went through like 3 versions of mine.
I mean, both of you, like, what's it? Alex and like your helmet, like, both are like, I love the design on both of them. They both look
Right?
so cool.
Thank you.
I also like J Guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm biased to J Guys, but yeah.
I'm starting a club. It's called the Jagged Cuties. I need
I'm
to make
so down.
stickers. So
We got.
Yep.
want to join the Jagged Cuties.
We get it. You guys are freaking cool.
Mm-hmm. We're matching.
I don't have one yet.
I mean, I don't have any tattoos, so really.
I have a lot. None Star Wars though.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So those J guys on your helmet. Also, do you say J guys or Jag eyes? I personally don't think it matters.
I don't even remember what I just said.
I think you
Some
said
people
Jag.
get-
Jag-eyed?
Some people get very
Jag?
upset, Michael.
Jag?
Does
Jag?
Michael get upset?
Jag?
He corrects
Jag?
you if you say it wrong.
What does he
How do you
say?
say it?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know how to say it, so I can't remember which one's right.
I've
which
always
one's
said
wrong.
Jag.
I've said Jag because there's an I.
Jag? Jag-eyed? Jag-eyed?
But
I've
I can't
heard
spell,
J
so-
guys and I've heard Jag eyes.
I say
If they've never said it in the
Sorry.
show, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
you can
don't know.
conclusively say
well,
like.
now I'm
It's true.
nervous because
Yeah.
I don't know. How
Comment below on how you say J guys or Jag guys.
Also, I just want to
I
note
think
that in
it's
Star
Jag
Wars,
eyes.
people will pronounce things differently,
That's true.
and they'll do it on purpose. Like
Yeah.
Lando when he
Mhm.
says
Han.
Han,
Han.
and he's like, it's Han, and he's
Or they're like when they're like
"Nah."
Leia, they're like Leia, Princess
Yeah.
Leia, Princess Leia.
So, ¿por qué no los dos?
Exactly. I
Uh,
don't think it's ever a
GIF
reason.
That's
or GIF.
I
I think it's GIF.
I say
There's no J. So
It's GIF.
Grammatically, it's
I
it's
see.
a J. G followed by an I makes it
Comment
You're-
below if you
you're
say
a
GIF or
J.
GIF.
Look, I know I'm in like this
Westin.
small popularity that say GIF, but I just feel like it's a little easier for me. Like it makes more sense to say like the sounds as a word instead of saying GIF.
I want to put a T
But
at
it's
the end.
okay.
Gift.
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 Yeah, see, there you go.
Mhm.
I
But
just
it's
wanna say
okay. I
GIF.
mean,
GIF.
whatever.
E peanut butter.
I think GIF sounds better.
E lube.
GIF sounds better, but I think it's GIF.
I think it's no. I think
the
it's
the
GIF.
inventor said the
It's
actual
GIF,
pronunciation. It's
right?
is it GIF?
It's
Yeah.
GIF,
Okay.
but everybody calls it GIF.
I like GIF because I feel like it's softer.
GIF.
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 Just feel.
Send me
I
that
don't
GIF
know.
file.
GIF.
No, I don't.
Send me that GIF.
Send me that GIF.
GIF is the German way of saying a GIF.
GIF.
Very aggressive in there.
I mean, it's all personal preference, right? It's fine.
No, this is Star Wars. Nothing is allowed to be left up to personal
That's
preference.
true.
Actually,
How dare you have
It's
an
my
opinion?
way or,
Or the
it's wrong.
exactly.
100%.
Yep.
And I'm right. Oh, Star Wars.
Uh,
Star Wars fans.
If I don't like it, it should not exist.
Mhm.
Just like something in the Jedi archives.
Go touch grass.
Go touch some grass.
This is your weekly reminder to go outside and touch grass.
Get some fresh air.
Get some fresh air.
I wanted to ask because we were on talking about J guys. I'm gonna say it that way.
J-guys.
Yours. Did you come up with those on your own, or was that a reference for your J guys? You can pull it off.
Well,
show
when
them
I
off.
initially was working on it, I was like,
They're very pretty.
what should I do? Because this is literally a blank canvas, under very overwhelming and daunting. And so I really liked doing like this little visor, so everyone thinks this is white, but it's actually a very, very light gray because I figured it would read as white, like a dirty white.
Mhm.
So I was like, let's just do that. But I really like this visor idea based off of the concept art from the first season, the art book for Mandalorian.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah, that just makes sense. That looks nice. It frames the face
Is that
really
from
well.
Brian Matthias?
Yes.
I'm
He's a
so-
really
I
cool.
missed it. You guys got
he's
to
a
meet him,
really
didn't
cool
you?
dude. He was really, really,
You
really
should,
nice.
You should tell him to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I that close to him, but I just said hi to him. He's really nice.
You're like
He's
his best
local,
friend
isn't
now.
he?
Yeah, I think so. Or I can't remember if he moved up north.
Mm.
But either way, he's cool. But I really like that idea because I thought that really framed the
Yeah.
helmet really well and the visor.
It's cool because it follows that brow line that you have.
Shout out to Alex for cutting out the visor because this actually pointed to a peak very
Whoa,
sharply.
really?
And so I was like, hey, can you just make it look like the Sabine visor? And so he's
Oh.
like, okay. And he did it. And I was like, thank you so much. I would never do that
That's
myself.
actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that looks really good.
So
So I was gonna say it's not a helm. It's not the shape that I don't look at it and think like, oh, it's different, but like it still stands out. Like if you have it next to the other Night Owl helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But so after that, I was like, oh crap, I still have to put stuff on it because it's very bare up here. So I was looking at different things that I could do. And I was looking at like the Sabine style, the little the things that she has on her helmet.
Mhm.
And then I was like, no, that's a little too on the nose. So I was like, well, J guys? Okay, J guys, they exist. So I was looking at it, and then I just took it into Illustrator and I warped it so that
Oh.
it looked like this, because I wanted it to be unique to my helmet, but also kind of look a little regal with the
Yeah.
shapes and the
Yeah.
curves. So
It is a really cool design. I like
Yeah,
that.
I do like
Yeah.
that.
and so I kept like warping it and doing stuff with it until I really liked it, and I was like, that works.
Wow.
All right, slap it on there.
I
and,
just
that's it.
cut mine out of paper and sprayed it on.
Yeah, you do yours way harder than I feel like it has to be.
Well, I mean, what we ended up doing when we were painting this was we printed it out to scale, and then we wet the paper, we put it on there. We had taped off all the little extra area, so it was just like this. We put the wet paper on there and then dabbed it with like a paper towel. Make sure to remove enough water off of it.
Uh-huh.
And then we spray painted it and removed it, and it was perfect.
Who's hitting their mic? It doesn't even...
it's the
Oh.
Oh my god.
Wow, anything touches anything in here? Just...
Sorry, that was really loud.
And now you're hitting your mic.
Sorry. Well, might as well move this now that there's some chaos going. Because I keep hitting it with my knee. This thing won't stay up.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, West Holland. Sorry, go on with your...
No idea what's happening.
That's a very unique way to do it.
Well, I mean, this was before I had my silhouette, my cameo. Because that's a cutting machine for people that don't know what the heck that is. It's like Cricut,
Cricket.
but
That's what I
it's
use.
a different brand. But that was before we had that, because now I can just make like
Yeah.
a decal
Yeah.
or something like
That's
that.
what I do.
So,
I'll spray paint the whole helmet white and then slap the decal on it, spray it blue, take it off, and then you have white underneath.
mm-hmm.
So.
But that was before.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so what do we do? But yeah.
Yeah, the way you did it, that looks so good. Can I touch it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
just-
because like with like decals, because sometimes you can see like the ridges and stuff. It's just so like seamless and just
Yeah.
it looks so good. Good job! Wow.
Think.
And then there's mine that I just paper and spray painted on, and
Yeah.
that was it.
It
Literally
Little
works.
just-
cat ears.
It'll just.
They do like cat
Oh,
ears.
they're
Thank you.
cute.
Yeah.
I like
I like
that.
it. It's the same on the Mythos Fet, and I was like, I just want that simple little, just something there.
Little touch.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, like, making my Mando and like looking at all the different kinds
Making
of
a Mando was
things
last
that you
episode.
can do. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
sorry. Maddie.
I
We're
did
ahead of
watch
the
that one,
times.
though. I did listen to that one. Is that less is more?
Yeah.
Right?
If you're gonna go too heavy-handed on it, just sit down, just stare at it a little bit.
Mhm.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Just look at it.
Yep.
And take some of it off.
Yeah.
I'm
Because-
back to it.
I've talked about this before, but like also in pictures it looks a lot different.
Yes.
So like sometimes I'll take a picture of whatever I'm working on my phone, because like my Rex looked weathered to me, but then
Mhm.
when we went out and like go do shoots, I was like, it looks like I'm like I have no weathering.
Yeah.
But to me, looking at it in person, looked really weathered, and I was like, I like this weathering, but I had for the photos, which that's how everybody else would see it. I had to weather it a little more. So
Yeah. Well, and you have to think about it too, where it's like if you put too much on your kit, from far away, it's gonna be like, what am I focusing on?
Yeah.
What am I looking at? What is the focal point? And that's one of the things that I really like to like narrow down on. Like, I mean, because I'm an illustrator, so you figure out like where things should go, balance, and all of that. And so when I was building this, I was like, okay, so I just want this to be simple, because people look at your costume and they're like, oh my God, that looks amazing. And it's like, why? Because you like really honed in on your idea and you are tailoring it to what you want. I'm sorry.
some hard
the
questions.
The
No,
hands
the
are coming
the
out.
why is a hard question. I don't know.
Well, but like you make stylistic choices because it's like
Yeah.
that's what you like. Like, what do you like? You know
Star
what
Wars.
you like.
Star Wars.
And you're like, well, why am I drawn to that specific design? And it's because
Maddie's an
like-
artist, she can put that into words.
Yeah.
And actually explain
I'm just
it.
like,
and you're like,
I did this is cool. I did it.
Is pretty,
But-
so I did it.
I did it.
But there's decisions that you made that
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, that works. I really like that. And so everybody understands what they like at one point, and then it's like, what's most important to you? Because you could have like 20 million different ideas and want to slap it all in one kit. But what is most important to you? Where you're just like, oh, well, I really like these colors. Okay, so
Did
I'm
not
just
think I was
gonna
gonna
if
do.
you
thinking
look
this much
at a
during this
bunch
podcast.
of
I
different
like it.
Mandos, you'll immediately pick out, like, in your own eye, like, what you like the most.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
kits you do like, which ones you
exactly.
don't.
That's true.
And you don't understand exactly
Yeah.
why,
Mhm.
but...
But you know, but
Yeah.
there's something about it that draws you in, and you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I have in my when I was building Ono, like in my phone, like just a bunch of different Mandos, like screenshotted that I liked. One may or may not be Alex.
Dude, I knew about Alex's Mando kit before I even knew him.
Yeah,
Like, when I was looking
same.
through references to look up,
Yep.
Aw,
I would see his
that's
kit.
cute.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See-
So when I actually met him, I was like, wait, it's that guy.
And now y'all are besties.
Now I
and
just
play
know him
Fortnite.
as that guy.
Fortnite. We should go play home. Go
Yeah.
home and play Fortnite.
Fork knife.
That's what we're
That's
doing after
true.
this.
I like how
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
an emoji on our phones that's a fork and a knife.
Yeah.
So it works perfectly. to
It
just
is. It
send
is really
that.
nice. Fortnite.
Instead of saying you up, it's fork knife.
Yeah, we do that with one of our friends. We'll just be like, "Hi," and she knows. She's like, "Hold on, I'll be ready in like 30." And it's like, "All right, you know what's up."
But yeah, no, like when I was building my Mando, like I literally had no idea what I was doing. I literally just went on Etsy and was like looking at like different like files and stuff. I was like, I don't know what I want to do, and I just was buying random stuff. I was like, this will work. And then I like knew what colors I wanted, but I didn't know how to execute it. And like you were a really big help. I was like, this is what I want. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'd be like, I want to do this here. He's like, no, that's too much. Don't do
Yeah.
it there. Like you want like hits. I was like, okay, cool. Like someone
Yeah.
who knows what they're doing.
Yeah,
So it's like there was a lot of like help with my like colors and stuff.
yeah,
So like, and at the end product, I was really happy with it.
It turned out sweet.
yeah,
Like even like the little like slants on the side, like,
yeah.
and like even just like the single black stripe down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, there's black. Like, where do we put it? And just like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
that looks good.
Well, and you're also working with a limited color palette, which is amazing because less is more. It's more. Because if you do like crazy colors, then it's like you're screaming, and so when
Yeah,
you
you
look at
do
something
crazy
like that-
colors. And
I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
It's my
no
old kid.
hate. It's fun, and you know, to each their own. But when you do too many like colors like that, people are like, "What am I supposed to be looking at?"
There's some very artistic Mandalorians, but then there's more that look like
That would be in the show.
worthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
those are the ones that people are like, "Oh my god, that looks amazing."
Yeah.
That's people tell me that they could see my kit in the show, and I'm like, no, not at all. Only because it's like based off of Ahsoka, so I think they think that like Dave would like that or whatever. But I'm like, I'm way too bright and like it's like too much
Yeah.
to be like on a show.
You kind of start to understand like what Mandos look.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Jonah's is
Yes.
very good looking.
Jonah's would fit in
his
perfectly.
His is simple yet
Yeah.
like it just has all those details there.
Well, and he
And
also,
I mean, theirs too. Like it's kind of a bright blue, but it's like still so like
Yeah.
dark that it's like perfect.
But it
Whatever
doesn't mix a
filter,
lot.
whatever filter that gets thrown on the show and they like color
Yeah.
like the show,
Mhm.
like you guys will look so good.
yeah.
Well, thank you.
Even like our friend Scott, like I love his Mando.
Yeah,
like
it's good.
His
it
J
looks-
guy's on it, doesn't he?
I think so. I think
Yeah,
he
he
does.
does.
Yeah.
Part of the club.
Good man.
Part of the club.
But yeah,
I'll
no,
put
like
some on my next one.
Scott's
So I can
Mando
be a
looks really
cutie.
good. Hi Scott. I don't know.
Hi,
I don't
Scott.
know if you watch this.
Probably not.
But yeah, love that kid.
But so I mean, like how you're saying, where you're overwhelmed because you're like, I want a cool Mando kit. Where do I start? And I mean, you know what colors you like, and then you're like, okay, taking it back. And sometimes you need somebody that you trust to tell you that,
Yeah.
because then you're like, okay, well, you understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. And it's like
So-
I think if I didn't have like your direction, I would like it would have been like obnoxiously like just
But
it
I
would
mean,
look like too much.
but
Yeah,
I
have you
mean,
seen
like,
your
that's like your
custom bike
first
that's you riding this weekend?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love it personally,
I mean,
but I feel like if I wasn't there, that's how your kit would have turned out.
yeah.
Would have had the little.
Yeah, the little tassels and everything.
So I'm Super 73 is taking part in this Moto Beach classic with Roland Sands Racing, and so I'm gonna be racing this weekend or next weekend. And so I have a custom bike that got made. And so Blake's wife did all my decals. I sent her like inspiration for what I wanted. So my bike has pink tassel handlebars, pink pedals, and then like pink and teal like lightning bolts all over it.
It looks pretty
how the
sick.
lightning
It's
bolts
it's
work,
it's a pretty cool bike.
Sounds cool.
I didn't realize that your wife did that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so she's a graphic designer, and I just sent her, I'm like, this is what I like my inspiration. And so she nailed it perfectly. And so my bike is like obnoxiously just like pink and blue. And I feel like if I didn't have any direction, like that's how my Mando kit would have
Oh my
turned
God.
out.
I mean, I would have liked it, but
I mean, like, given like the story and background that I like had for the character, it was like it would not have worked.
yeah.
Well, that's also another thing. When I made my Mando, she had no. I still don't even really have a story for her.
That's how I go about it too. I don't make story, just make the armor.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of like the story tells itself after you get it done.
Mhm.
Especially the helmet. I feel.
Yeah.
Because you made those decisions again. You made this decision, so then it's like you built the Mando around
Mhm.
that, and
Mhm.
so it makes sense. But this is what it looks like on the back. Oops.
Wow.
Just really
And that's
simple.
all light gray.
Yeah, this part.
Not white.
And then the ear caps are silver.
I like the silver.
Yeah, I really
Is
liked
that
it.
gunmetal gray?
That's not gunmetal.
I
gray,
know,
It's much
it is.
darker.
Yeah, like
It's a
the
dumb joke.
colors and everything just like complement each other so well, and they work so
Yeah.
nicely.
Well, and also another thing is if you can't come up, can you put that?
Yeah.
If you can't come up with any color palette, there's color palette generators online.
really?
That's
Oh.
fancy.
And so
Huh.
you could even, I think you can tailor it down to like a few colors too.
Interesting.
And so if people don't know what the heck they're doing,
Yeah.
there you go.
I
Life
like
hacks.
I like coming up with the color palettes a lot on my
Yeah.
own. But what I find is useful is, don't use a wide variety of colors, but use shades of a color. So, like on my helmet, there's like a few different silvers on there. So there's like a bright silver, then a dark silver, and then you just kind of just layer that. And you never want the same color next to itself. Like where you have like the face part of it, and then the under cheeks, you don't want those to be the same color. So I always go with like a darker something on the
That's
underside.
what I did on mine too.
Yeah.
Where it's like this. It's called
Mhm.
stealth. And I figured it made sense because if it's under the cheek, there is a shadow.
Yep.
So you're
Yeah,
faking
exactly.
that already.
Mhm.
So I figured that just made
It's
sense.
nice and it helps that face really stand out
Yeah.
on that.
I think it just balances out the colors as well.
Mhm.
Because it's like this, and this.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I always say swap up the colors and the layers. And Yeah. Thanks for coming.
okay, bye.
No.
I was like, you have the
I've got
questions.
more.
Yeah, you got the questions.
You blew through like half my questions. So now, oh yeah, let's talk about your sewing because you have these amazing pouches
Thank you.
that I bought that brown pair right there with the black thread. I requested the black thread
Yeah, you did.
and you gave it to me
Yep.
and it looks great.
And I'm like willing to do a different color thread for people. I really like customizing them. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
it makes it unique to you. And so that's the one that I made for you. And I have the gray one there that I made for Alex. Look at that.
Does it fit your phone?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look at that. You can be a
Oh,
And your
fully
wallet would fit in
functioning
there,
Mandalorian.
too.
so bad.
Your wallet should fit in there too.
The amount of times I lost my phone and wallet at Celebration because I just kept sliding them in my like
Mhm.
belt strap.
Yeah. Yeah. After having
Do you put
these,
these guys in here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alex makes those. So
don't pull it out.
Fancy. Yeah.
it's just so that it holds the shape
Yeah.
because so making these I mean you could get it from pretty much anybody, right? Like they're not too complicated.
Yeah, it's the Boba Fett style. So.
But
Yeah,
and
it's
so one of the things that I noticed was nobody was selling it with inserts. So what are people doing? I mean, you were putting foam in yours.
Mm-hmm. We don't have to talk
Calling
about
it
that.
out right now.
I took it out, by the way. Just.
But I mean, what can you do? And so, it's one of those things where it's like that's one less step for you to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I want? Do you want to know what I stuffed mine with?
Nope.
Like the sandpaper like bars. That's what I have stuffed in mine.
Oh, okay.
Because it fits them perfectly.
Just
Yeah.
some quick weathering on the job.
Yeah. So it fits them perfectly, so they just slip them right in there. But I'm gonna get new pouches because I don't like those pouches. They're Pose.
I'll hook you up.
Their Pose satchel is cut. So.
But one of the things that I noticed was nobody had any inserts for them, so people were buying pouches from people or whatever, and they just had to stuff them with foam or I don't know, random stuff, and it was like
sandpaper.
Yeah, sandpaper blocks.
Whatever works.
But I figured it just made sense if you're going to be paying for a pouch that it comes with something that's custom fitted to the pouch, holds its shape, and you can actually use the pouch, and it's not just decorative. Yeah. So that's sort of where that came from.
What's great too is that like your pouches are very affordable, and like they're such amazing quality, and like they look so good.
I was trying to keep it off of you so you could put them on, but then Jeremy wanted to start talking, so.
I'm not even sorry.
Anyway.
We got to the struggle.
So I initially started with just like the basic ones, and then I only started making the ones with the top stitching a year ago. So I've been making them for a year now. And that was because, thanks again, Alex. He said, post-Imperial, you should make something that's unique to that. So I was like, cool, that's easy. Same style. You just do a little bit of more details. Oh my god, everybody's throwing their phones now.
I just want to know how many phones you can.
Oh my god.
You could fit 4 phones.
4 phones.
Well,
how about a clone?
Oh my god.
How about Jar Jar?
I don't think a clone will fit in there, but.
Wishful thinking.
He'll fit in there, just not with all the phones.
Oh my god.
Can you fit Crocs in there?
It's so funny because I looked. I'm like, "Where's my phone?"
You're like, where is? Oh.
He's a little buddy. He's just hanging out.
Oh my god.
See, you could fit your phones, your wallets, your toys, whatever you need while you're suited up.
But yeah, I have 4 phones in here.
What did you do to him?
I don't worry.
You look like you just jumped out a 20-story window.
Oh my god.
Poor wolf.
But people always ask, they're like, what can I fit in them? And it's like, you can fit your phone, you could fit your wallet. I fit my speaker amp.
Stickers?
You have the same one. Did you want to show? Is it? Oh, it's already in there?
Yeah, it's right there.
So, no, it's not. Okay. Well, I can fit my speaker amp in there and my phone, which is really nice because pockets. And as a woman, I am very used to not having pockets on any of my clothing. Thanks, purse industry.
I like your Mando. Thanks, it has pockets.
Thanks, it's got pockets.
Exactly. So
got
it's really nice because they're so spacious.
Can you make that a sticker?
What?
That'd be a good sticker.
What?
I like your Mando.
Thanks.
Thanks, it's got pouches. That'd be a pretty good sticker
Oh my
idea.
God.
I'm just saying. It'd be like you, just like a sticker of you. Like, thanks, it's got pouches.
I gotta write down art ideas on
All
this.
right, do that. You should do that. But
Kablammy, if you're watching, can you draw
Oh
that
my
for us,
gosh,
please?
if Kablammy drew that.
that would be amazing. I love her artwork. She's so talented.
Thanks,
But-
it has pouches.
Thanks, it has pouches.
It's got pouches. Just like some Mando, just.
Heart
Like
eyes.
this.
Yeah.
This is my signature pose. Don't know how to pose? Like like that.
Or you do the little hearts.
A little heart. Little hearts.
Can this be our wallpaper? Just everyone's making little hearts.
Wait, is that how do I make a heart?
Just go like this. Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
It's the perfect pose.
You landed so nicely.
Oh my gosh.
So how long does it take you to make a pouch?
It depends because I have different styles. The OGs are super quick to sew up because I'm so used to it and I don't have to do the top stitching on it.
Mhm.
Those take me like 30 to 45 minutes to sew.
Oh,
Just
wow.
like the
Wow.
regular ones. And then these take me a little longer. Probably like 30 more minutes. If I'm
Jesus.
doing like a pair,
Yeah.
it'll be like an hour.
So you're saying mine took
Wow.
you, I mean, you did
Well,
get them done in the day.
Yeah,
And
you
sent
ordered
to
them
me.
and you're like, how? I just ordered them this morning. And it's like, yeah, dude.
They literally showed up like the next day.
That's pretty sweet.
That's insane.
Is there a way that you just keep your line straight? Because like it's so it doesn't look real.
So what I like to do is I just do a ruler and then depending on the color, I'll just do chalk.
Oh, okay.
And then I will sew it.
Hmm.
But
The
I
lines are
mean-
just so straight. I'm like, mine would be like all crooked.
I mean, to be fair, I've been sewing for like
That's true.
2 years now.
Yeah.
Just regular.
I can't even get my bobbin to thread, so
Yeah,
I
you
can't get
did
mine.
message me
I
about
did.
that. And then
did.
like
How
hours later,
do?
you're like, thanks, I got help from my mother.
Yeah.
and it's broken again. So
Oh my god.
I
Do
just don't know how
you
to do it.
have any future plans for stuff you want to sell on the shop involving sewing?
Yeah, I would really like to do flag vests.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't know
I did
about
hear a little bit about
jumpsuits.
this.
Yeah, I don't know about jumpsuits yet because
be a
I
lot.
think that would be a little bit more involved.
Mhm.
But I started sewing a flag vest a few days ago, and it took me like 8 to 9 hours, and I'm pretty
Okay.
much almost done with it.
Yeah.
It's more top stitching, so that's my favorite.
Do you do
Nice.
like the Focaton style with like the leather on it, or
Yeah,
you just wow?
Currently, I was using the pattern made by Ipsen Studio, IPSEN Studio. She has a gorgeous Focaton costume, and she sews a lot of soft parts for
Wow.
her and her partner. But she hooked me up with the sewing pattern, and so I'm just starting with the flak vest because I really want to upgrade my my Mando. So that's like my
Okay.
little test one, and
Yeah.
I've been
Nice.
sewing it up, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm like, oh my god! I was like, pretty much done with it, and I kept telling Alex, "Oh my god, I sewed this! Look!"
That's awesome.
That's
So,
pretty rad. Do
yeah.
you guys do commas as well? Or no? Or
I
is that
have.
a future?
I've made my own comma in my kit, and I made Alex's as well, his new one. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm looking into doing as well.
That'd be cool.
So, yeah, I mean, there is just more top stitching.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's such a good skill to have though when you're making costumes, is being
Yeah.
able to sew.
Yeah.
Sewing is definitely that's what I'm trying to get into it. I just struggle every time.
Yeah.
Something
And-
goes wrong.
It's an art, and
Yeah.
like I clearly like that. Like your pouches are just absolute beautiful works of art.
Thank
Yeah.
you. But I mean, I feel like anybody could really start sewing if you really have the attention to detail and you want to learn. You
Tried.
can do it because I literally grew up being afraid of the sewing machine, and I was like, hell no.
I
that
watched a
thing's
movie
scary.
where some kid stabbed themselves with a sewing
Yeah, see,
machine,
that sounds really.
and I was like, I don't want to touch those ever.
Yeah.
So my aunt's a kindergarten teacher, and so every year they do like a spring concert, and like she has a friend that hand makes all the costumes for all her kids, and so literally like the week leading up to the show, our like living room turned into like a little like factory, and it's just her sitting in the middle of the room with like her sewing machine. And I remember one night, just in the middle of the night, you hear the machine going, and then you hear a oh crap, and then just like the sewing needle just like in her thumb,
Oh.
and she had to like break it off, like break the needle off the machine.
That sounds really painful.
Oof.
Yeah.
Sewing sounds scary.
Well, I mean, when I was sewing the Ray backpack, I did stab myself several
Just bring it
times,
over.
and it hurt a lot.
Oh.
Because, well, and they're thick needles, the ones that I was using, because they're
That thing's
bookbinding
sick.
needles, and yeah, painful. Do not recommend. Do
Yeah.
not get stabbed by any needles.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Weston is going to model the comma that I made for Alex.
Oh, that's
Is it gonna
awesome.
fit it?
So I got this comma done the night before celebration. I just want to make a note of that. And also Alex was very like, okay, I need to get this done. And I was like, okay, I had just finished like sewing an order or something. And I was like, do you want me to put it away, like the sewing machine, or should I just leave it out so you can do it? And he was very like, I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm going to get this done. And so I was like, all right, go for it. And he started sewing the little strip of, like, the one on the top where the belt goes. And you'll see it in a little bit. You want to walk in here? Yep. Oh, there you go.
turn.
There's
Turn
a
it.
pouch.
Model it.
Right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
he started to
And
sew
right there.
the top little canvas piece on there. And he started doing some wonky ass stitches. And I was like, and he was like, really just like, how dare this machine betray me this way and make wonky stitches when
Is
you
it
make
the
them
machine?
so straight. And so he started sassing my machine, and I was like, calm down. You do not sass her. She will sass you back, and you will not like it. And so I was like, go sit down, and I will do it. Just help me feed the rest of the comma so I can do it. And so I ended up sewing it for him because
That's pretty rad.
I didn't want the sewing machine to sass him.
Is that leather?
It's fake leather.
I kind of want to come now.
I know.
Holy,
same.
that looks really good.
Cowboy.
I got you.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's rad. Yeah, I'm gonna need one of those as well. I'm gonna need
I got you.
at least two.
But,
One for Anna, one's my new kit.
Well, and like the first one that he had, the fake leather was very shiny, which he didn't like.
Yeah.
And so he, for the longest time, was like, I need to remake this. I need to remake this. And we found this stuff, and this stuff is very, very nice that it's so soft. I'm sure that you kind of saw it. There's no like bright like sheen on it that
Mhm.
makes it look
I feel like
really
that fake leather stuff always has like a sheen to it, and
Yeah.
it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that looks like the material itself. Like you can tell it looks like leather, but it's like soft and it's nice.
Mhm. And that's what I used on the flak vest that I'm working on as well,
Oh, wow.
as well as my comma. I should have brought it. It's fine.
Come on.
Um,
We'll just have you on again.
exactly. And then
Guess
I
we
can
have to.
show my finished flak vest. But yeah, it's just like you also have to be like really aware when you're building a Mando. What are the fabrics that you're using?
Mhm.
Because it's also about colors and stuff, but it's also a visual texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what fabrics go with what, and what fabrics like just don't look right,
Yeah.
because it can make or break a costume, I think, too. So
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah, so I started, I mean, being like super afraid of a sewing machine to I think I can handle just regular zipper pouches. Learned on YouTube and sort of started getting a confidence for it. And then when Alex brought me the idea to just make the OG pouches, I was like, yeah, I can absolutely do that. Like, that's a no-brainer. And as you know, I kept making more, and it was all really word of mouth. So I'm really thankful for the people who like give me shout outs and stuff, because it's like, that's really
Every week
That's
on
really
Project
nice.
Hellstar.
who?
I know, right? But yeah, so word of mouth, I was able to get more commissions to do them, and that really helped me also sharpen my skills. So
If I could wear more than just 2 pouches, I would keep buying more.
Just pouches all over.
Well, see,
And,
I mean, you have like your 3 Mandos. You have Boba and your 2 other
Oh,
ones.
that's true.
It's already like 3 sets of pouches.
I know.
Yeah.
I will need another set for
Okay.
my post-im Solex.
Yeah,
All right.
same.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I just started off small, and you just like, if you have the skill sets, then you're kind of like, okay, I can handle this, I can do this, and you add more to it, and that's how you do it. I mean, sometimes I like to just throw myself at something where I'm like, I don't know anything about this hobby, so I will just do it. And I've done it before, but sometimes I'm like, okay, so how am I gonna approach this? What's the plan? And then I'll do it. But sometimes I'm just like, no, it's fine. I'll figure it out on the
Yeah.
way. So I can do both, but yeah, it's just, I mean, I love sewing all this stuff and being able to do it for people and like especially friends. I'm just like, thank you so much. Like my stuff.
Is
Um,
really dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they come out
Yeah.
amazing, so that's why I'm always shouting it out.
With your
'cause-
guys' shop, it's like so good with the quality. Like everything is like 100%. And I think what Alex was saying, on the previous one, that like you guys really want to make it, not as much work for the customer. So
Mhm.
when they get it, they just have to do their own touch to it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shops too that like, well, like they're stupid expensive, and they put the most minimal effort into like whatever like raw thing they send you, and like a lot of times it's like really bad quality. They're like, well, you have to work for it, which like I don't like mind putting the work in,
Yeah.
but for you guys where it's like you guys do so much of the work,
Yeah.
and like you don't charge much, and it's like you really get such good quality in anything that you guys do, and like that's why I was like I recommend like you guys so much. I'm like they're amazing.
Yeah.
Like
Thank you. I'm blushing. But I mean, for me, when I make these pouches, I'm like, they need to look crisp.
They
Those
do look
lines
very
gotta
thick.
look
Always do.
nice. The
Mhm.
quality. I mean, also another thing that I think a lot of people can easily overlook when they're sewing is they don't iron out as they sew. And if
Mhm.
you iron as you go, guess what? It's not going to be like a wrinkled mess.
Yeah.
It'll look really nice.
yeah.
And I think that that also helps the pouches
Mhm.
because they look nice and crisp. They're pressed. And so that's, I mean, I really love being able to make quality things. And, people are paying for what,
Yeah.
what you see is what you get.
It's cool because I can always pick out your pouches on any Mando
Yeah.
kit.
I
I'm
know, I
always
love
like,
doing
"That's
that. I love
Kelwala."
doing that. Where I'm like, I think those are a pair of my pouches. Yes, they are.
Mhm, mhm.
So, but besides the pouches, I want to make flak vests at some point. And I need to invest in a serger if I'm gonna do stuff like that, like more garments and stuff,
Mhm.
just because I think it really adds to the quality as well.
Yeah.
And then commas I think are very like they're pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited for that.
That's so awesome.
It is great.
But besides my Mando, I really I need to get my Sabine done. I started working on the helmet a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, and I'm still very overwhelmed by the intricate
That's a hard. It's
Yeah.
a hard kit.
thing.
I think I know.
And she has, like,
Hunter had
6
to
of 'em.
make a Sabine helmet.
She has a lot.
It's
Which one are you doing?
Season 4, the beginning.
Ooh.
It's the one where she has the gray jumpsuit, the matching gray
Yeah,
with the you know what I mean. And she has the brown with the purple
Mhm.
tips.
I love that suit.
I love that one so much. And I just figured that to me I really like that one because you can tell she's like matured so much since
Mhm.
then.
Yeah.
And you can even see it in like her scheme, the way she wears her hair and everything. And I'm just like, yes, mature Sabine.
she's a
That's it.
character that took me time to like.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
At first, I was like, kind of annoying, but
I think
mean-
as it went on, I was like, okay, I see the maturity in her
Yeah.
developing, and I appreciated that, and so now I love her, and I'm very excited to see her live action. In
Oh,
Yes.
Ahsoka.
same.
Yeah.
I at some point I think doing the live action version.
Mhm.
I know Alex
Yep.
and I have talked about it a lot.
That's gonna be a really cool
Yes.
kit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so I actually have the West Stars for Sabine right there. I had Alex model them for me. I had another pair, but they were the PLA or ABS printed ones. And so Alex printed out a new pair for me. He modeled and printed out a new pair. These are resin. They've got a little bit of weight to them, but I don't think it's too bad. I knew you were gonna do that.
They are spinnable.
But these took me a while to make because they look super simple, but there is a lot of masking that you have to do
Yeah.
for them too. And the weathering as well. And the first pair that I made, the blue ones were a little too dark blue. So I went back and I looked at my reference and I got more reference and I changed up the colors because accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
God,
But-
I love the blue.
But
on this
even
one.
that, I
That
think
one is cool.
the accuracy, I think that's a very personal thing where you don't have to make everything super accurate. You know, you just make it how you like it.
Yeah.
But
10-foot
for
rule.
me, it's
It's very unique
the
for
accuracy.
a character to have a blaster that's like painted for them too.
mm-hmm.
Like a lot of times, you know, you're a stormtrooper, you just grab any old E11 and you're like, all right, whatever, it can be weathered however.
Yeah.
But Sabine, you know, you have to paint her pistols that way.
Mm-hmm.
But these took me like a week,
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It
I
was a
believe it.
while. But yeah, it was a long time. And I was like, these need to look right.
Yeah.
So even the weathering, I made sure to collect reference for that, make sure that the weathering is accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I want to go for approval. And if that doesn't work out, then
Mhm.
I'm perfectly okay with not being in the clubs with her because
Yeah.
she's made to my standard, which is whatever, you
Mhm.
know. I mean, I really like how I made those,
Yeah.
so I'm really proud
Yeah.
of them.
If it's good enough for you and you're happy with it, like,
Yeah.
that's what it should be based
I
off
mean,
of.
Don't
I'm
drop it,
making,
Jeremy.
and I'm making this
No one saw
costume for
that.
myself, so
Exactly.
that's also a thing. So
Who
yeah.
makes costumes for themselves? We only do it for the
I don't
approval
know
of
her.
others.
I don't know where. But
yeah. Wow.
yeah, so I want to finish my Sabine and then post Imperial of my character.
Yes.
So
Love that. You literally just went through and answered like my final question. too.
I'm a mind reader.
You just like knew the flow of it, and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna answer
I'm
this,
a
and then I'm gonna
mind
talk about this. And I'm like,
reader.
oh,
No.
Natural.
okay.
She got access to your iPad before and just knew everything that you were gonna ask. Like, I'm gonna beat him to the punch.
So I will just ask you the random question. What's your Starbucks drink?
This one's an easy one for me.
I know what it is.
I liked a. Okay, let me see, because I usually have Alex order it for me, so he knows it already. It's a cinnamon dolce, oat milk, no whip, light ice.
Wow. She said no whip. Blake.
Oh,
You can
those
have-
TikToks.
You can have it
Can I get some whip? Oh
Thanks.
yeah, sorry.
in a cup.
Wow. That sounds pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any other things we can talk about.
That
Besides
was my
that.
final, and
Yeah.
you went through all the stuff we talked about.
Yeah, you led like the whole
Yeah.
you led the whole
Like
episode.
I said,
I feel like
you,
we didn't say
you
anything.
took my notes. So
this is not going to
Anxiety.
be a permanent seat just for Maddie.
Yep.
Like,
You took
Okay, I'm
Alex's
okay
Alex,
with that.
Alex, that's your permanent seat right
Bye.
there.
Yep.
we can alternate weeks. So like 1 week we'll have like Maddie, and then 1 week we'll have
Yeah.
you.
Perfect.
But yeah,
Hey, look, we would be down. We just drive down here.
yeah,
every week,
absolutely.
every week.
Comment below if you would like to see a fourth member of Project Beskar.
Who would you rather
Right.
see?
Oh, God.
Honestly, I'm very down for this, and I love this.
Maddie
Right.
or Alex?
You want a small kid chair? Oh my!
Oh,
We'll
the
get you a little
IKEA
beanbag.
one.
Let's get bean bags.
Yes, the little IKEA
Ooh,
one.
some
Yeah.
bean bags. Just
Beanbag.
chill one
Oh my
episode.
It's a bean bag.
Beanbag. But yeah,
Yes.
We actually
I
didn't
love that
even
idea.
we didn't even talk about weathering,
Oh.
and I didn't even think about that until after Alex was.
It's a
done.
nice 79 degrees outside right now. It says sunny.
Thank you for watching today.
I can't.
Oh, like
How am
weathering
I
on
not
the
getting?
armor.
AJ.
How are these dad jokes just
AJ.
whizzing past me today? Because that is my alley.
Boca Pale.
I just book a
That's
fail.
fair. That's fair.
That was a
I don't know.
reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, No,
I
thought
really
it
did
was
like
good.
that one. That was a
I
good
thought it was
one.
good.
Thought it was fine.
And that was like
But,
level 10 dad joke.
Yeah. What time are we at?
What time are we at? I can't see. Let's say 30,
I'm wearing glasses
58?
and I don't even know where.
The right
it's
corner.
supposed to
Honestly,
go.
we could have like an entire episode talking about weathering and
Yeah.
stuff because that's
What?
that's a big.
Yeah.
Oh no, you
58?
guys have to come back.
Yeah.
58?
No,
Oh, no.
that
Oh,
sounds
no.
Come back and talk
awful.
weathering next time.
Horrible.
We're already,
Yeah, I
at,
think
we're already
so.
at 58 minutes.
Yep.
Wow.
That's why.
Well, I think we had an idea of like doing kind of like an armor party kind of episode. So like definitely you guys come down or like we go to you guys and everyone just goes through what they're working on and like what techniques they're doing and stuff. I think that'd be a pretty fun one.
Yeah, because I think that's also like another personal thing where it's like everybody does it slightly differently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can learn and add to what you do.
Yeah.
You come to me and be like, and I'm paying Alex to do this for me today.
After this, we're putting them to work for us. So
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's fine with all.
you
With all
guys
the
had to drive a
shout-outs.
long way out here. Gotta make it work.
Yeah.
With all the
Make it
shout
worth
outs,
it.
you guys are cashing out on that. That's fine.
I mean, it's
totally
easy
fine.
when the
No,
quality is just amazing.
Yeah.
And
you
both
know?
just like you two are just the nicest people and like just so great to have around. So
Yeah.
thank you so much to both of you for coming
thank
out and
you.
like taking this time to talk
Yeah.
to us.
Well,
Do you
thanks for
have-
having us on.
Have
This-
any last
Absolutely.
words to send us out?
Wow, I completely blanked. I don't even remember what my name was.
Words of wisdom. Where can we find you online?
Maddi Lorian, Maddi. Lorian.
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 Just like the end of
Lorian.
Mandalorian.
Yes.
Lorian.
Yep.
And then just you can get my pouches over at Keovala Armory on Etsy.
Link
And
will be
that's
down
really
there.
it.
Definitely.
Yep.
If there's one extra accessory anyone needs for their Mando, it's those pouches.
Yes.
And I love making them, so
She's fast.
She's helping you out. You're helping her out. She has to do what she likes.
yeah.
You get to not lose your phone and wallet like me.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys' phones are still in the pouch.
I was like, where is my phone?
There you go.
A lot of those.
It's been
But
so
yeah.
freeing not having my phone next to me. It's been nice.
I mean, I haven't either.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Have a pleasant time.
Be cool. Be kind.
Drink water. It's hot out.
It is.
And tell your dog I said hi. Okay,
And your
bye.
cat.
Bye.
And your
Bye.
cats.
Bye.
Yay. Woo.
All right, I'm out of here.